All right, we're live. Tapping Birdie, Honda Classic with new Palm Beach resident, the police of card construction, Matt Gannon, aka Jers Way, aka the Riz Lord. How you doing tonight, Matt?
Yeah, the cards are getting a bit out of hand. I've been a little quiet trying to alter the situation, but I'm doing well. Thank you, Brian, for having me on. Always a great time talking to you. You are my best friend, so we met
We're
at Chatty. So
besties.
yeah, so I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. You know,
We
I
haven't
was
done it in
kind
a
of
while.
going through the schedule, like who do I want to have on for what? Like you just moved down, like some are calling this Euro event. So I had to have you on for the Honda. Like, do you have like a lifelong connection to Palm Beach and PGA National? Like, is this your spot?
I mean, ever since when I saw Daniel Berger hole out on number 13 while he lost his 4-stroke lead, just something in me was like, I need to just move down here. I know he didn't end up coming through for us, Daniel Berger ticket holders, but just the way the ball came out of the bunker and ended up in the hole, that is
And
what
the
did it for me.
horrible
So
high five.
the horrible high five with his caddy. But yeah, we're here now. It's beautiful every single day. I walk outside, I'm like, I should move here, and I'm just here. So I love it. So
Amazing. That's like a
amazing.
pretty good way to live, to like walk outside and be like, I wish I lived here, but you do. Like, you don't
Legit
have to worry
vibes.
about the cold winters,
No.
like, golf every day, like sick ranges, like the women, like you just can't beat it.
Just you can just count them on your hand. It's just a vibe every single day. You got to get down here soon. You were supposed to be here for the tournament. Something came up. You're not here, so
Yeah.
a little upset,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
No, it's like, yeah, like I was just on vacay, like swamped at work, as you know, like
Absolutely.
as an insurance guy, like it
Insurance
was
bros,
always
yeah.
busy. It's tough. It's tough, but
Tough
I
life,
do
yeah.
have family in West Palm. My aunt and uncle live at Ballin Isles, which is like right across the street. Really nice little community there. So I should go down to Florida. We're gonna try and work it in on the schedule. Have you found like good public golf down there? Like, do you have a course? Like, are you getting a membership? Like with all your
Yeah,
golf
I've
winnings? Like, what are you doing?
shout out Joe Idoni,
Okay.
neighbor now. He got me onto Palm Beach National. It's like a 15-minute drive away from me. If you're a Palm Beach resident watching this, course is just probably course is amazing. Range is a legit vibe, blasting music 24/7. Like it's open till like midnight, and they're just playing like Jimmy Buffett. It's just a straight vibe 24/7. Top tracer range included. Course is really fun, not too hard. Just like how golf should be played for golfers, sure,
Yes.
like 15 handicaps, just trying to go out and have a good time. So you would absolutely enjoy it.
So, like the course, does it suit your game well? Like, what are you shooting these days? Like, how is the golf game since you've moved to Florida?
Yeah. I usually play well on Scotty Scheffler type courses,
Yes,
driver short game courses. Everyone
everyone
knows
knows
that.
this. Everyone knows
Knows
this.
my archetype is I get it up and down.
Yes.
So it's not really my style. A little bit tight off the tee, which I
Okay.
tend to struggle with from time to time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need a course that has small greens where I can
Yeah.
excel if the conditions get a little tough. Something like PGA National, if it was
Yeah.
like a little difficult conditions, 11 under, I would do well there.
Yeah. Okay. You're a difficult conditions guy.
Diffie
Yeah.
Sue's,
I'm
sure.
like kind of like a piece of shit putting contest guy. But
I heard
it's all
you had
good.
heard you had a bad
Yeah.
putting performance the other day though.
Yeah, we started off the year with an 88, like third time
Okay.
breaking 90, like for first round of the year, and I had 5 3-putts, which is very uncharacteristic of me.
5
But
3-putts.
like because it's been like so cold and it hasn't been rainy, like the greens were like lightning quick. Like I was in a group, like everyone 3-putted like every single hole. But luckily, we still were able to break 90, which is always the goal when we go out.
Always the goal.
And threw some darts, like just the ball. I didn't hit a bad drive all day. The irons were there.
How many
Just
strokes
couldn't
did you
find a
gain on
putt.
approach?
No, I gained at least 7 off the tee. Like I legitimately did not hit a
Okay.
bad drive. The irons is easily the worst part of my game always.
Same.
But I need a few holes to warm up. 5-iron was cooking. Like we played well. 3-putt from like 15 feet on 17. That hurt.
Hey, Rory did the same thing. Rory did the
Yeah,
same thing.
it's all good. Like people
All
are
good.
wondering why Rory like led the field in ball striking. He didn't. And like putted horribly. I wonder why. I genuinely wonder why. But it's all good. But you know, we had the Jenny last week, the Genesis Invitational elevated event. Max Homa got his first career runner-up finish. John Rahm dominates again. Tiger peak form. You know, what are your overall impressions of the designated events so far? Do you think they've worked? Like, how was your golf viewing experience? Because I know I said this to Adam last week. No one watches more golf than you.
Well, does the event even count? Because the account I run at Golf Tips Checker had no winners for John Rahm. So
Not a single person.
Does the Rahm win truly count towards the
Yeah.
FedEx Cup standings?
Like if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, like did it really fall? You know.
Exactly. No one bet John Rahm. So I think it's a void event. We just move on to the Honda. We have a shit field. We have to deal with it. We're just gonna move on to the Honda. But it was a fun event to watch. I enjoyed it. For how much I did watch. Didn't really have anyone in the mix. I had Colin over Friday, Saturday, kind of faded, but
bad beat.
It is what it is. Bad beat.
He wins that by like 5. If
Chris Powers doesn't exist, Colin Morikawa wins that event by
100%, 100%.
So Chris, if you're listening to this,
you weren't on I thought you were on Cantley. You weren't on Cantley.
The week before I was on Cantley.
I literally like checked. I was like, I thought you were on Cantley. But yeah, Cantley was a bad beat. Also. You know,
he went with stiffer shafts last week, so
okay,
it's all good.
So, did your reservations about Colin pre-tournament about that TaylorMade video, like, was that okay? Like, was that an overreaction? Like, because I know you know swings, like I know you're like a modern Butch Harmon. So, like, I know you weren't liking what you were seeing from Colin before, but was that okay? Were you okay with the swing or what?
Yeah, I'll explain the situation really quickly. TaylorMade posted a video of Colin Morikawa on a Tuesday afternoon playing a practice round hole, legit by himself. Everyone knows Colin Morikawa hits a tight fade. Little pull off the tee, left fairway, did not look happy with it.
Yeah.
Then he hit his, what I would say, a 9-iron into 18. They were playing 18 at Riv. Missed the green from the fairway in a practice round with no one. Missed the green bad too. Yeah. Like just a push fade that didn't even chipped, made a par. That's a little bit concerning for a practice round at Riviera with no one watching. So maybe if I would have made the bet and was able to cash out, I would have, but I didn't catch a ticket, so it is what it is. Thanks, Keith.
But you had a little bit of sweat, so that's good. Yeah, my picks were like genuinely horrible. I like didn't have a guy in the mix like at any point ever. I'm never betting JT.
You had Cantley,
again.
Right?
No, I didn't have
Cantley.
You
didn't have Cantley. You had Finau.
Like JT legitimately has one win in the past 2 years. He's never worth your Monday under 20-1. No, he did not win the PGA Championship. That didn't happen. Right. He doesn't deserve it. Right. So we're out. We're out on JT. We're out on Finau. We're only betting Finau in small dick bent courses. That's just how it is. Like that's how I feel right now. Like Finau cannot win a big dick event. He can't. No. And JT is and JT is just extremely inconsistent, and like I just don't vibe with him anymore. And that's fine. Like that's okay. Like it's all good.
I am JT is one of my guys, and then after the past 2 weeks,
we all know this.
We all know that, and I was like pissed at what JT's been doing. But then episode 1 of Full Swing got me back in. So next
they didn't talk about how it was a fraudulent win, but it's fine. It's truly all good. Little like tampon talk. Like I just kind of want to give my take on it. Like everyone knows like I'm a bit of like a snowflake. Like I'm kind of a lib. All good. But I don't understand how like people, in my opinion, people's reaction to like two people being offended about this is like somehow worse and like more annoying. Like everyone is focusing on like 3 people that like actually care about it and making it seem like everyone is offended and everyone's a lib and like everyone, you can't make jokes anymore. And it's like, you're making a bigger deal about it than like the 3 people that like were offended that like literally just like wanted clicks. So, that's kind of just my take on it, is that like people that like go in reverse of like people being offended, it's just not my vibe. I
Just
don't
people
like
trying
it.
to get clicks. It's just people trying to get clicks on
And like
Twitter.
I personally like don't like try and get clicks. Like
You don't try and get clicks. You just get clicks.
I just do it. Like I don't like need to like pray like, like I don't like post like thirst traps or like controversial takes or anything. And also I want to clarify, like I kind of feel like over the past like like last week, like I've been like kind of like hard on John Rahm on Twitter, and it's just like funny, and like people are like tweeting at me now once he like gets bad breaks. I want to say like I like John Rahm. Like I like him as a person. Like I don't think he's a bad guy at all. He's easily the best golfer in the world. Like I have a golf. He's good at golf. Like you got me. Like he's good at golf. I think you would agree. John Rahm, good at golf. Like that's fine. Like I'm not a Rahm hater. I don't hate to see him win. Like he got a bunch of really crazy breaks and like whatever. He still played unbelievable down the stretch. But like I don't want to like be a Rahm hater because like I'm not. Like he's a good dude and he's good at golf. Like, do I want to? He's never taken money out of my pocket this year. So like I don't have beef with him.
No, and people are talking about Rahm like he wasted his biggest driving season ever last year. He figured it out. Do you see his new haircut?
Yeah.
You see his new haircut?
I haven't. I mean,
it's like the past since he started winning, he got like a perm, and he's like remember when Adam Scott went to Japan?
Yeah, no, his hair's long. His hair's long.
So John Rahm got a perm, and now he's winning golf tournaments.
Yeah.
Direct correlation. There's a chart I saw it on Twitter. So now he's back, and he's gonna keep winning, and you can't bet him. You can't bet him. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it's really crazy. Like the juxtaposition of like winning the Mexico Open last year, being like a major champion and like one of like the best players in the world, like literally winning like Rahm winning Mexico last year was like the easiest thing a golfer did all year. It was easier than any 3-foot putt that was made. Like Rahm winning Mexico was the easiest thing that ever happened.
He just had to show up.
Just had to show up. They gave him the trophy. Cam Champ, bad beat. Total bad beat. Kurt K, bad beat. Tony Finau, bad beat. Regardless. And then to go to like now going into this season and like people think you're like Tiger Woods and like you're just gonna like win every major and like people are like afraid to bet golf. It's tough. Like it's just crazy. Like that juxtaposition from last year to this year, because it wasn't like, oh, like he like won Memorial, but like he had a disappointing season. Like Rahm had the definition of a disappointing season.
Yeah. Like even by the stats, just should have one. Unlucky. Yeah. Maybe it's all coming back in this little 2-month span. So
yeah,
we'll see what the future holds. Literally not winning API. Literally not.
Okay, I'm down. He better not. But like where, like I think honestly, again, I'm like overreacting. At this point in time, I'll like, DMs have been flooded. I'm sure people like DM me if I want to know the answer to this. Maybe I'll tweet it out later. Like everyone's major over under is 0.5, and a lot of people shouldn't even be, but you have to set everyone major over under at 0.5. All the elite players. Do you set Rahm's major over under right now at 0.15? Because like
no.
Just
0.5. I just like plus 100.
Yeah, like John Rahm to win a major this year, I make it like plus 200, like genuinely.
Oh, I was fair.
Like it's like it seems inevitable that he's gonna win a major this year, because it's not like a Cam Smith or like a JT. Like he sets up well at every single major, and at the PGA Championship and U.S. Open, obviously with the flanks. Like,
I don't know if he's winning a major, dude. Because Rory's winning the Masters.
Yes.
Zal or Homa is winning U.S. Open. Cam Young is winning PGA Championship.
Cam Young PGA. No, Keegan's winning the PGA Championship. So
Keegan or Cam Young.
I don't have a pick for the Open, so like he could win the Open.
Well, because I heard, yeah. Okay, word. So maybe the Open. That's the only
Maybe
chance he has.
so you're not setting the over under on his majors at
No, 0.5.
1.5.
0.5.
Okay.
0.5.
You're slamming the under on that.
No, I don't know if I'll bet it, but I because I got my ROM winnings for the year. I'm good.
You're
I don't
good.
have to have any action on or against him for the rest of the year. I'm happy with my single B at Century, so we're good.
Yeah, that was a sick call though.
I got lucky.
You did, yeah. I mean, Rom, like he got that drop on that hole, so it's fine. Like it's all good. I'm excited for the season. I like Max Homa. I'm glad he lost. Like you should not
You were
have
actively rooting against Max Homa this week.
I was not. You should not have 6 PGA Tour wins and 0 runner-ups. Like that's just not fair. Like that is
like
just
a real thing. It's like hilarious.
He never. That was his first runner-up on the PGA Tour.
That's so funny. Like that's so
every
funny.
single time he's been in contention, he's won. Like no beef, but it's like you can't just like win every time you tee it up.
You can't. You just can't.
You just can't do it. And that showed. No, he's not going to, dude. And also, like I said, Rom wasn't winning last week, so I love to clip myself. I didn't because I didn't sit. Like I was like, I'm good on. Like I was just like, he hasn't been great on. Like I'm not. But I didn't say John Rahm is not winning this event, which I wish I usually do. I usually am just.
Well, he's not winning API. He's not winning.
Okay,
API.
That's fine.
Because
like is
as long as Zal's in the field. No, Zal's in the field, so we're good. But Zal's in the field after a good start, is what I'm saying. Because he was in the field last week after a not great start. Zal's in the field now. Zal's winning API.
I feel like Zal doesn't ever have 2 good starts in a row.
No, he's good. Well, I mean, unless you want to make this an API podcast, I'm down. But no,
I probably am down on Zal, but like he just doesn't have good back-to-back starts. It's fine. It's all good.
It's fine.
We're on to Honda. I've been on to Honda since Matt Kuchar. Who did Jeff tweet about? Was it Cooch? Who had who had an early lead?
Brandon Wu or something like that? Was it Brandon Wu? No, it was the week before. It's not even worth pulling up. It's just not.
I've been on to Honda since Jeff tweeted that. I am every single week. But yeah, we are on to Honda PGA National. Difficult conditions, windy, strokes gained water, strokes gained short game, strokes gained Florida, strokes gained bad field. Like we got a lot of factors at play this week, and the field, is not great. It's really whatever. But like in all honesty, like I really don't think like the numbers are like that bad. Like I always just feel like you just have to like kind of like, yeah, you're not used to betting people at these numbers, but like they're not bad numbers. Like other than like on like Sanjay and Lowry, like you could easily have a betting card that's like pretty decent. So I'm not even like upset. I'm excited for this week. If I don't have a guy in the mix, it'll be the worst event ever. But like if I do, I will love the Honda and like be a fanboy for it. So do you have any overall thoughts on the Honda Classic?
I mean, it's the hometown event now. I'm here for good, so I got to gear up for it. Shout out Tybo, he's got it hooked up for the boys, so it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to. I'll be out there on the weekend. I won't be out there Thursday, Friday. I'll be out there Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, you'll be like working,
something like that.
It sucks. It honestly sucks, like working a job and shit. I'm like kind of out on that. But yeah, betting board got a few guys under 30 to 1. Like I think Sanjay and Lowry, like no one's betting them. They're not winning. They're not worth your money this week. No one's like, I'm not talking to anyone, like no one is like really betting them. So like it's fine, but I'm just completely out on them. But this next group of guys, like I think you should probably have like at least one in your arsenal, in your betting card this week. Wise was a lot better number earlier, but he's 22 to 1. Noren, who's never won on the PGA Tour, is 25 to 1. Billy Ho, 28. Denny, 28. Minwoo, 28. Out of those, any of these guys you fired on? Anyone you like in this range?
Yeah, I mean, I texted you Monday morning early to grab that 30 on Denny for me. Not that I just kind of like the number, and I was going to see where it hashed out. But I'm riding with Denny. I don't necessarily love the stat profile on Denny. But he's a guy who recently he's put great rounds together, and then he just follows those great rounds up with subpar rounds. Like on Saturday, he shot like a 66 at Riv, and then 18 was one of the easier scoring days. Sunday was one of the easiest scoring days, and he just shot like a 72, which like was one of the worst rounds in the field or very average. But he's in a horrible field now. He's kind of been trending. Denny's not a guy who does it with his irons, but his ability to pop is what I like, and we know what he's like on Bermuda grass. Difficult conditions. Sign me up for some Denny. 30-1. I don't really have a strong take on it. I don't think it's a great bet.
He was your guy at the top. 30-1 was better than you expected. And
yes, I was expecting more towards the 20. Like because we see Denny in shit fields like those Bahamas Bermudas event, like 19-1 we've seen over the past like fall and a half. So
yeah,
I was surprised.
Yeah, he almost won the US Open this year. So like 100% a difficult conditions guy. Shout out Tybo in the chat. Our boy. Shout out Tybo. He's here. So someone that like I was just extremely confused and surprised by the number, and like someone I bet early on Monday morning is Billy Horschel. I got him at 28-1. It got better, and I just didn't bet it because I bet it too early because I genuinely thought it was just like a complete price. I got 28, but like you could have gotten a 30. He's 28 right now. I'm fine with it. Like it's okay. I'm fine with it. At 28. Like I think previewing this tournament, it was like, okay, there's like 3 good golfers like in the field, like Billy Horschel, Sungjae Im, and Shane Lowry. And then you like open up the odds and he's like the 6th guy on the board. I'm like, wait, what? Like Billy Horschel, like in Florida, like, and he's 28-1 at this event. Like I was just extremely confused. And then obviously I knew he had some bad form and he missed some cuts. But I really, really thought back to the Memorial this year. And I vividly remember watching his interview with Amanda after, and I like knew that he said something about missing a cut and then like playing better. So I pulled up the quote. This is the exact quote as to what he said after his win at Memorial. You know, it's funny. Sometimes you miss cuts and you're not playing that bad. And I wasn't playing that bad. I just had a couple bad course management decisions that Fuchs and I don't normally make. Obviously, I could have hit the ball a little bit better and could have made a few more putts like anything when you miss a cut. Brittany and I flew home Saturday morning, and she sort of said, would you rather make the cut and finish middle of the pack and not feel good about your swing, or go home and not whatever and work with TA for a couple days and have a good clear picture and then have a chance to win Memorial? So he's won events off missed cuts before. Adam, our best boy, had the stats. He's won an event off 3 missed cuts. And he has 7 PGA Tour wins. And that's literally more than like anyone in this field other than Matt Kuchar. And he's 28-1. And he's had a couple great finishes at Honda.
Yeah.
And he gained like 7 strokes on approach here last year. Like, it's just a complete misprice in this field. I feel excellent about it. I don't know if he's actually going to like win or not, but I'll make this bet every single day of the week and not care if he misses the cut every single time because the number is just wrong, in my opinion.
No, there's no beef. You don't need any form for Billy Horschel when he gets to Florida. Does it year in, year out. And he's such a technical player. Like I said to you in the chat, like he gets those little swing feels back home in Florida now. You never know. He can let it up. A course that he's had great success at. Look, no one's going to hate you for playing Billy Horschel in any format. In one and done, DFS, betting him. Billy Horschel in Florida, sign me up. I'm not going to do it this week, but like I would not push back on you at all.
Yeah, like I just think it's a really, really good bet. I'm completely 1,000% all the way on Billy. I'm betting it more than my normal amount. Like I just don't understand the price. And in a week where there's such a shitty field, and there's not, you're not getting the best numbers in the world on guys you normally get, like I'll just take that. And like Max Homa said after he won the Farmers, like you're just like one swing thought away from being like a really good golfer. Like he's a fucking professional golfer. He's won fucking 8 times worldwide. Like he can fucking figure it out. So I'm willing to take it. Kyle Porter tweeted like total strokes gained of golfers like right now since the start of the year, and Chris Kirk was like 5th on the list, like surrounded by the best players in the world. And I commented, I was like, yeah, okay, So since January 1st, Rahm 3.8, Scheffler home at 3.1, Dane Morikawa 2.8, Chris Kirk 2.4.
Yeah, I love it.
Is that why you hammered him at 30-1?
Well, I've been super high on Chris Kirk the last
He's kind
two
of one of your
falls.
guys.
I bet Chris Kirk way more than I should. And the last two falls, like last fall, he burned me. This fall, I was on him for both of his top 3 finishes, and I always bet top 5. So he's cashed me there. And I was like, all right, Chris Kirk, I'm ready for Florida. Then I saw like his price on Monday morning. I was like, I don't know if I like it. Then I saw DraftKings, who's like the 3rd or 4th highest priced golfer. I'm like, holy shit, is DraftKings sharp, or am I just not going to do this? I hammered Chris Kirk. I bet him at, I think,
31.
31 to 1, Chris Kirk. So yeah, I love it. He has a great course history. He's really good in Florida, and he's kind of underrated in Florida. Like Billy Horschel gets all the Florida buzz, but look at Chris Kirk's Florida profile. It's better than you think. Great shout out Rob Bolton. He's one of the best iron players of his generation.
Of our generation.
Go on the PGA Tour app. It legit says that under Chris Kirk's profile. The best.
No, he's like one of the best iron players of our generation. Like everyone knows this. Like everyone thinks about that. So yeah, no, I mean, no, he's playing some great golf. Like what I said before, like he's playing some really good golf and he plays well here. If he's like 40-1, I'll bet him first round later. Like I'm down. Cooch, I'm not gonna bet him. I can't fit him on my card. Like I'm just good. Like it makes a lot of sense. Like he's been playing well. Like hit the ball really well last week at the Jenny. Played well at the Sony, which like weirdly, just like everyone who like wins here, like just played well at the Sony that year. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that later with our winner. Of this event. So yeah, I think Cooch is a fine play. Like again, you should bet someone in this range. Like I bet Billy, you bet 2 guys, but like no one fret. Like Jers cares more about like card construction than anyone I know, and he would never have a card that was less than 7x. So I don't want anyone to worry. We got Devo in the chat. Kirk is one of Jersey's guys. Everyone knows this. I mean, his list is getting like your list is getting kind of long, and it's just I don't really know.
Kirk is not one of my guys. I have like 5 guys.
Yeah, Svenny, I just straight up missed the number. Like that was just I was just doing shit. It's actually Devo's fault. Like I actually wrote in the chat at like 8 a.m. like Devo, and then he hit me back like 2 hours later. Like stop. I'm like, bro, the value's gone. Yeah, I mean 66, 55, whatever. Those are fine numbers. Like I just don't envision him winning twice in like 4 months. Like again, I bet a lot of
guys win twice, like they do. I agree with you though. Like I agree with you. Like I don't like to bet guys that already won, but like guys just win.
Yeah, but like Adam Svensson is not like
Hudson Swafford Amex.
Like he won crazy. Once. Like who other than like Jason Kokrak, who is like a mid-level player that has like multiple wins, like
Stuart Sink. Like guys just win randomly, they win again.
I guess Stu Sink and Kokrak, really. But
Max Homa became an elite.
No, that doesn't count. Max Homa is like an elite golfer. He's a top 3 player in the world.
Okay, Svensson.
Yeah, but again, I have to bet someone else. My card isn't done. Like I don't, and like Dietz is kind of my guy. Like Dietz has always kind of been like someone I've always written like mad heavy for. And he doesn't win, and he's not. But I feel like I owe it to him to bet him because I bet him every single time he plays, and now he's playing at a really shitty event with a really bad field, and like I don't want to miss out. But like at the end of the day, I'm probably not going to miss out on anything because he can't win. I know you bet him. I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, not a Tommy Deeds golf course. Not a Tommy Deeds golf course. Good number. Good bad field. That's all. That's
good number. It's plus EV.
It's plus EV. Yeah, my models have him around like 28 to 1, and he is 40 to 1, 35 to 1.
Hammer.
Yeah. Hammer. Sometimes you just gotta bet the number.
So why isn't it a Tommy Deeds golf course?
A little tight. Not really his.
He's game. A little wonky off the tee.
So he can get a little wonky off the tee. I'm a Tommy Deeds truther, and I really think that he's going to win sooner than later. Don't see it here. I did bet it though. So, but really quick, I want to go back to the Svensson thing. Thursday morning, I texted Joe Idoni, DM'd him. I was like, "What number do we not bet Svensson at tomorrow?" Like Thursday morning, right when Genesis teed off, and I was like, as a joke, 22. We're not betting him, and he's what 35 now. Not betting him, but
best number.
Most tipped, he's a not winning. Just
because he's most tipped.
Just because he's most tipped, just because he gained all those strokes putting last week. Everyone's got to gear him up. Don't bet Adam Svensson not winning.
Not winning. Okay, I hope you're right, because I would feel like a fucking idiot if he won, genuinely. Especially if I bet Dietrich. If I bet Dietrich, but like it's tough to say. Like, is Svensson not like he's not a fucking prolific winner at all?
No.
All right, I'm fine passing on it. I would be upset if he did win. Maybe I'll use him in like one and done, and that will hurt his chances because that always works. But someone that's very popular that I bet, and it's plus EV, and I think I'm glad people are betting him. Is he on the chart? Do you know offhand? Is Johnny Vague off the chart? He's got to be on the chart.
I'm not sure. Let me check my account.
Look, anyway. I think everyone knows that, like, knows ball, like, knows that Johnny Vague is just ball striking the shit
he's on the chart.
Out of the ball. What? Where?
On the chart.
What number?
What do you mean, what number?
Like, where? Like, what?
Left quadrant.
No, like, how many guys are ahead of him on the chart?
Oh, he's like fourth most,
fourth most tipped. Okay, we can deal with that. That's fine. But last 4 rounds, strokes gained tee to green 3.6, 5.3, 8.1, 5.6, and he's legitimately just putted absolutely god awful, like really, really, really bad. Left quadrant, LMAO, everyone knows it. But he's putted well at this event. He's putted well on Bermuda. He was first round leader here in 2019. I do a Post for Golf monthly, and they're like, just one play a week, like, can be whatever you want. Johnny Vague, first round leader. Like, it's fucking
that's vibey.
happening.
That's vibey.
Like, he was first round leader here in 2019, hitting the ball great. Like, all he needs to do is make some putts. I bet him outright 40-1, 43-1. I got a little profit boost on it, then bet it again because it's only a $50 minimum.
You know what's crazy?
We bet big, like, you know.
If you made a living only betting President's Cup guys for first round leader, you would be rich.
I'm not seeing that data.
Just go back the last X amount of years. Prezi Cup guys come out hot.
You're wrong. Name me one fucking President Cup first round.
Sebastian Munoz. I'm just saying, guys that are like from those countries. I'm saying, like Siwoo Kim's, what's his name? Sebastian Munoz. All those types of guys come out for. Okay, you're wrong. Corey Connors first round. Okay, we're gonna circle back on this.
President's
Cup countries. President's Cup
Wait,
country guys.
Is Jack? It's not like really a joke. Is this serious? Did Alex Noren actually withdraw?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
DA? Alex Noren WD. That's why we didn't talk about him.
I almost bet him at 25-1 today.
Okay, Jack. Like, we're boys. Like, it's all good. Like, no beef. Like, I just want a clarification. But yeah, Noren. If you bet Noren, bet Billy Ho. It's fine. Squad ride this week. Also, Cam Davis 45-1. Truly the worst number and bet in the entire world. That is a joke. That is like legitimately a joke. That is such a bad number. It's fine. It's all good. No beef. One of my guys, like legit my guys, I invented him. Heartbreaking loss at the Sony. Had a nice ticket on him. Drank like a 12-pack, and just sat in silence after he lost. Like, that was a tough one for me. But obviously, I can't miss him win. Hayden Buck likes to fuck 66-1. That number's wrong. He literally should not be 66-1. or I mean, he's 50 now, but he should not have been that number. Again, like I talked about, for whatever reason, people that played well at Sony play well here. People that played well at Sony this year play well and win the Honda Classic. He does both of those things. He is confirmed difficult conditions guy, one of the best ball strikers of our generation. His win on the Corn Ferry was in Florida. Bermuda, water, sucks
I
here,
emojis.
bad here, like no course history, doesn't fucking matter. Does not fucking matter. Hayden Buckley's gonna win this year, 66-1 in this field on a course where people that have dominated off the tee and dominated off the tee that week have won. I don't see him missing a fairway. I don't see him missing a green. I don't see him missing a 6-footer. Hayden Buckley this week, squad ride, like you should be on it.
I bet Hayden Buckley on Monday morning, and I texted this morning, I'm so out on Hayden Buckley. It was partly because I saw it coming that he was going to be very popular, which he is. He's the most hit player. Which
he's the second most, bud.
Who's first?
Svenny. We just talked about it.
Look,
we just talked about it.
Yeah, Svenny. But Hayden Buckley, his path is clear. He is one of the literal best drivers on the entire tour. Not even just trying to gas him up. Look at the numbers. He is a legit amazing driver of the golf ball. And you got to play out of the fairway here. He will do that. His irons are a little shaky. I really don't like his iron numbers. Not the best on Bermuda, but I'm vibing with the squad ride, vibing with the Sony comp. So, I mean, let's do it. 66-1. You're right, Brian. You told me I tried to cash out Hayden Buckley for Christian Bezuidenhout. I'll be so upset if he wins. Someone else is on him. You guys already know. So I'm not going. No, yeah.
It's just not just in general. Never cash an outright bet out, like ever, like unless it's Sobel. Like you never do it. Our friend Chris Murphy famously bet Matt Jones at the 2020 Honda and cashed out.
Really?
True story. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No. Like Chris Murphy.
Hilarious.
Yeah. That is hilarious. Just you never.
Like,
and then it wasn't even like I don't know. You don't. It was and Matt Jones fired like a 62 on Thursday.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it wasn't even like,
he went wire to wire. Like that was the most boring tournament ever.
It wasn't even like, oh, like he kind of played well. Like I gotta hop in live. Nope. Like 4-1, like immediately. So yeah, maybe we'll get Chris on to talk about it. Someone, I mean, I bet about Pebble. Like we were on him at Bermuda. Ben Griffin, like I really liked him at Pebble. He obviously played like dick. Like obviously had one bad hole, but like he is, you know, for all the reasons I liked him 3 weeks ago, like I don't really know if I should just straight up hop off of him. Again, I have open room on my card. Like I'm not done. But I don't know. He kind of just really had like one bad start. Like I might need to like not hop off. Like Bermuda guy, short course guy, BSB. Like I might need to be on him. I don't know.
He's a legit liability in the wind. It better not get windy. So, which it doesn't seem like it's going to be. But I refuse to go back to Ben Griffin ever since the back nine of Bermuda, maybe. I can't do it. Bermuda. So yeah, I'm not on Ben G. He is a BSB though. So yeah, I don't hate the number. Just wind is a no-go for him, and it doesn't look like it will be that windy. So
yeah,
that might have already won.
Yeah, it's fine. Robbie Shells, like I don't really know why he's 55-1. Like I'm out on Robbie Shells. Stevie Yeggs, like he's playing well. RK bet him. Shout out RK, my boy. So like it's definitely a sharp play. Stevie Yeggs. I don't really know if I'm kind of gonna be on that. Bez Sobel's on him. Like he ain't winning. But what did you like about Bez? Like you must like something.
It's really if I could build a golf course for Christian Bezuidenhout, it would be PGA National. Difficult conditions, short plus Bermuda. That's Bezuidenhout.
What about Bez top 5 at Byron? Like, are we sure he's not a
BFest guy? Sometimes the putter gets hot.
I do vivid. Like I think like Model tweeted something, like it was like Christian Bezuidenhout is like 188th and like birdie or better percentage on tour, and then he like top 5s at Byron at like
Yeah,
25 under. Like
he's a
golf
Diffie C's
doesn't
guy.
really,
He's a Diffie
yeah.
C's guy. So
Yeah.
fire.
A true Diffie C's guy. Aaron Wire, you're on him. Still 66 to 1. Like I could
Forgot about
tell. Like
it. Yeah,
could tell. I placed it for you.
you
And
did place it.
you're like 1 for 1 of placing bets with me and hitting.
Yeah, I've never
Not
lost when
I
you placed
probably
it with me.
not true, but I did place Justin Rose for you.
You
Um
also placed Sebastian Munoz at Colonial, and he was like
no.
50
Sebastian Munoz at Byron. I'm
Byron,
positive.
yeah.
It was
Like
Byron.
59 round one.
Yeah,
Oh my
no,
god.
that was I was like, I think I told you I was like, I'm keeping this money. Like you're
Yeah.
not like getting it. But it like I just have to say, like, I'm a pretty good friend for like actually placing an outright bet when you ask them to place it, instead of
Yeah.
you, who doesn't do that. But it's fine, like true no beef situation.
But look, no. When Brian will ask me to place a bet for him, I'll book it and pay him out. Like that's fine. Like there's no beef at all.
No, there is beef because I want to beat the books, not my friends, and I want to post a ticket. You can't handle my action. Like you wouldn't book my bets. It's fine. It's a true all good situation. But yeah, Aaron Rye, like difficult conditions guy. Like, why did you bet him? I don't
Yeah,
hate it. I just don't think he can
difficult
win.
conditions. Yeah, which might be the case, but a good number, really good long iron player. That's kind of where he thrives. Form's not really there. A good total driver of the golf ball too. Very, very, very accurate. So very accurate off the tee. Plus long irons, you're gonna get a lot of 150 to 200-yard iron shots this week. Kind of right up Aaron Rye's alley. Concerned about the weather. He will be wearing 2 gloves. Going to be a little hot in Florida this weekend. So that might be a minus even move to bet him just solely based off that. But besides that, I think it's a good bet at 66 to 1. Bet MGM.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's all good. Like it's fine. It's all good. I think that I remember looking at someone and being like, "Yo, like I like looked at Fantasy National and I was just like, I don't know who it was. I'm trying. I don't know who it was. I've like looked at someone and looked at their Fantasy National and I was like, I absolutely cannot do it. But I was thinking about Danny Willett. I can't do it. Like a third most tipped Danny Willett.
Is he
Like
really? Yeah, no
is
chance.
like he's just not winning. The Honda like has been dick with the putter, so I'm good on Danny Willett. That would be if everyone cashed on Danny Willett the Honda, like that would be tough. But someone I bet this morning, at 90 to 1. I don't know if he's still 90 to 1, but I bet SH Kim at 90 to 1.
Okay. I don't have a strong take on him at all.
Yeah, like I genuinely think that he is like a pretty good golfer. Like, I think that he fuck. Like I think he is good. And he's been very consistent this year. And like at 90 to 1 when everywhere else he was like 30 to 1. I mean 60 to 1. That was a mistake by me. I just thought that was a good bet. And I know he's been playing decent. Let me just pull up his page. Yeah, 12th in total strokes gained in this field. Like played well at the Sony. All you need to do to win here. 12th place at the Sony, 4th at the Shriners, 6th in some Corn Ferry events before. But yeah, SH Kim 90 to 1, not going to break the bank, and I could easily bet him. So that was an easy one for me. You bet EVR at 110 to 1.
Yeah.
What, like EVR like bombed at Pebble?
The week before, EVR finished, I think 6th at the Amex, something like that. The approach numbers since he came back from his injury are like really good, like kind of out of nowhere. EVR, a PGA Tour winner in this field, 100 to 1. I kind of was like, I was like, all right, I'll bet this. Then I looked at the numbers. I was like, wow, he like is legit good, fairly accurate driver of the golf ball too. And when he pops, he's one of the better iron players in this field. And then besides that, 110 to 1, 100 to 1. Okay, that's all you need to do to get on someone like that. You need something like 1 or 2 things. No beef, EVR, 100 to 1.
And then no, this is yes. This is who I was like debating betting and was like, I looked at I was like, I cannot bet someone that lost 8.2 strokes ball striking in his last start. I asked you about him. There was a famous conversation that only diehards will know about. But when I had Capper on, for the Amex, he said what is Ben Griffin good at? And I thought he was talking about Ben Taylor, who played well at the Sony. And I was like, no, Ben Taylor. Like I said, Ben Griffin. I was like, I meant Ben Taylor. I was like, Ben Taylor's like a ball striking bastard. Like he's a difficult conditions guy. Like you play him in difficult conditions, just like a really good ball striker. He played well at Houston, played well at Sony, and then he legitimately lost 8.2 strokes. 8.2 strokes ball striking. How? And then he missed 3 cuts before that. He's 1-10-1. It's fine. I can't bet someone like that. I just can't.
Sometimes you're just not feeling it and you pack it in. But listen, he's not going to lose 8 strokes ball striking this week. I promise you that. He's going to gain on approach. He hasn't lost on approach since the Sandy F before Genesis. Yeah. And some may see Ben Taylor be like, oh, he's a Louisiana guy. No, he went to Nova Southeastern, which is around the corner from Palm Beach Gardens. It's around the corner. Florida guy, had very much success there. Back to his home roots, a legit BSB, a legit difficult conditions guy. Oh, and who played great at the Sony Open? Ben Taylor.
Fuck. And he gained 4.2 putting on Bermuda. Fuck. But he also gained 4.6 putting on. It wasn't like, oh, he's just not good at the surface. He truly can't go anywhere up hitting the ball. But I'm just I don't know.
He was the second bet I made this week, so I'm all the way in.
Yeah, that's gross. That is absolutely really gross.
You bet Benny T in Florida. Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it. But truly, and also I saw someone, I think it was Golf Ramble, I think only 40% of the winners in the Florida swing are American. For whatever reason, non-Americans. Non-Americans just fucking Florida. I don't know why.
Stiffy C's.
True. It's true. It's true. It's not just a bullshit putting contest in Florida. So that checks out. But yeah, it's plus EV, EVR, Rye, BT, BSB. I'll bet one of them. I think Rye. I'll bet Rye. I'll tell you on Rye.
Let's go. Squad ride.
You didn't did you bet anyone else? No, right?
Kadira.
Tosh. Fucking No, Toshi always models out well. He always
he does.
pops. He always
I'm not gonna sell anyone on Toshi.
He's a good approach player though.
He was second in the field on approach at Pebble.
Then why didn't he play better?
I don't know. He was about a 0 everywhere else, but he gained 5. He was a 0 in every category, plus 5 on approach. Kind of funny, honestly.
How does that happen?
I don't know. He's kind of a statistical anomaly. He
is. He always pops. Obviously, I famously touted him at the 2021 Travelers. He was first round leader. I didn't bet him first round leader, but I would have if I was yes. I literally walked in. I was like, Tosh, and he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "That was sick." No, I'm just he needs a win because he needs to get into the Travelers field because he legit fucks in West Cromwell. Fucks there. But it's elevated this year. I don't know.
Maybe he'll be a sponsor's X.
Because they know. The sponsored exemptions, they know ball and they know that Tosh fucks in Cromwell.
Tosh has 4 starts this year. And it's a very small sample size, but in the 125 to 200 yard bucket range, which is fairly big, he's 7th on tour. So
he's a good iron player.
He's a good iron player, and that's what you're going to be dealt with this week. Can he do anything else? Probably not. He's a pretty bad putter, but just Xander Schauffele it on 18, and you'll be good. So 225 to 1 Toshi. That's it. It was.
I think his best result since his win in 2018 is an 11th 11th place finish at the Wells Fargo. So in the past 4 years, the best he's finished is 11th. But
I mean,
that's
like it's the ultimate vibe bet. It's Tosh.
no, it's Tosh. Like I
It's
might have to bet
yeah.
Tosh. No, he's good. He's a good iron player. I'm what he's in. He's in RBC, even though it's elevated. What
Is that
about
confirmed?
like I always, we're late in the show. Like I famously called Harris English plus 500 to 1 a plus EV bet last week.
That it
Yeah.
was. That it was.
Yeah. Okay. And like truly the DMs were flooded with people. Oh my God, thank you so much. Like I listened to TIB and I bet Harris English and I played him in every single one of my DraftKings lineups and I bet him top 10, top 20, top 40, and I can pay off my mortgage. That happened. Okay. That happened. Kramer Hickok 150 to 1 plus EV. Like
out on Kramer Hickok.
I famously was like, why the fuck is Kramer Hickok in the waste management field? He saw the tweet, goes out, finishes 29th at the Genesis. No, he's not good.
No, he is so bad. And after he almost won Travelers in the playoffs, like the event that we went to with Harris, speaking of Harris, maybe it's just a vibe they got going now. I was like, I like Kramer. Like he's super accurate off the
He's
tee.
gonna have a big year.
I like Kramer big year next year. Sucks at golf. Legit sucks.
He's not good. He misses a lot of cuts.
Yeah, that was like when you were like, how is
he missed like 9 cuts in a row.
Yeah, Kramer H is not good.
Yeah, no, he's not. But like he popped last week and he's 150 to 1. Akshay Bhatia, I don't know why people aren't betting him. I feel like people just bet him every single time he tees it up. Like I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Bermuda too. He might hit 18
hot strokes gain hot girlfriend.
Strokes gain hot girlfriend. Everyone knows that is the key to success. Strokes gain perm. Yeah, so I think that Akshay is a decent bet.
Did you look at it? I also like Luke Donald. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Strokes gain Ryder Cup.
Strokes gain Ryder Cup. Like good iron player. Strokes gain #1 in the world. I feel like he's like actually not Luke Gannon. That is not a person. Luke Donald. I would be 40th at Genesis. Boom. 3.8 on approach. Luke Donald, I'm down.
All right, not telling, but let's go Luke Donald.
You're not telling. Those are just kind of like some of my 6K plays. I literally don't play DraftKings anymore. Like genuinely, I don't play it.
You're so out on DraftKings.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play like one, like $33 single entry, and I like texted you. I'm not even kidding. It wouldn't have mattered, and I wouldn't have made any money. It doesn't matter, and I literally like bet Stevie Eggs. I put Stevie Eggs in my lineup, and then I was like, oh, like Jers has been like doing well in like the 6K range. Like, let me like give him a shout, and he's like, Lanto Griffin.
Yeah,
like
he hurt me too.
You were like Lanto Griffin, like will legitimately finish top 10.
Lanto Griffin, yeah, he did withdraw. I don't know if he was gonna make the cut. He was like 3 over, but he birdied 2 straight holes, then withdrew, which is so weird.
Wow, Justin, it was getting hot. Yeah, no, I would have shipped the Millie. If not, I had Harris. I had him at the Travelers, RK. That was a great win for me. I think I got him at 4. I had him 40 to 1.
Yo, good call. Good call on that. Good call on that.
Like, I haven't had. No, honestly, like, I have one winner this year. Like, you're the only person I know with 2. Like, you're currently the best golf bettor I know.
No, that means a lot to me. Thank you.
Like, so, like, people again have been in the DMs heavy, and have just kind of been like, hey, like, you haven't hit any winners. Like, you only hit one winner, and he was most tips. So, like, does it really count? And then I'm like, ever heard of Brendan Todd? Ever heard of Hayden Buckley? Like, we had some close calls, the dice doesn't always float your way.
We got Aaron Rye this week.
Yeah, I'm done. No, fuck. I'm sorry, Tybo. You did hit Rose and Homa, and we're all really proud of you. And the people at Bovada are extremely upset with you because you have just been fucking them.
Ruining their lines, yeah.
Like, truly, Really great stuff, Typo. Do you have any? You have any early like who? I know you posted your card, but Typo, who was your pick to win this week, and who is absolutely not going to win this week? You got to answer quick because like we're potting, and everything. But yours, we were up. Oh wait, did you even post your DP card yet?
DP card is posted. Yeah, Bob Mack if he sees.
You keep betting Bobby Mack.
Because it was supposed to be Diffie C's. Ask Adam at the course 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't Diffie C's, but it's Diffie C's this week, confirmed.
I'm pretty sure you bet him like 3 weeks in a row, like
No,
15 to 1.
No, I bet him twice. This is the second.
But this is actually the week.
Diffie C's, yeah.
Well, I
like 9 under this week.
I famously hit Thorborn Olsen last week at the DP World Tour. I've been tailing Adam. I've just been tailing DG betting. Like I love.
He is the best DP World Tour player
I love just fucking tailing a card and like not having to put any work into it and winning. Like I only bet it to win like 800, which is like a fairly large. Shout out Adam. Let's go, Jack. Oh wow, sick. He was most tipped. Something to monitor. DP World Tour twice winner now. Most tips. So that's something to monitor. But it's actually a difficult Candidi's week.
Yeah, I'm saying like 8 to 12.
Actually?
Yeah, I hand up. I'm saying it's going to be 8 to 12 this week. 8 to 12 under. If it's not, like I'll be genuinely shocked.
Who do you like? I'm betting. I don't. Guido at 40. I'm betting that.
No,
I don't.
No. Guido is not good at golf. I will book that.
I mean, you almost lost $1,000 to me, so like I really don't.
He literally finished 20.
Yannick Paul is 20 to 1.
He's most tipped, like low key.
No, I'm not kidding. Is he really?
I think he's up there. I really do.
Because Adam was like, I was literally up at like 3:30, just like watching the DP World Tour. It was fun. No,
I also bet.
Who is Gondas?
I also bet Live this week too.
I bet Live too.
Cam Tringali is 180 to 1.
Okay. So I'm doing for Odds Checker Live picks with Jeff Feinberg. We literally like recorded it.
Vibey.
Like literally recorded the pod. Cooked dinner for tonight. Cooked dinner for the week. Did another pod. Like I'm a walking green flag. Like this is the life of a content creator. Like people are loving it. Like it's all good. But yeah, I'm betting. I mean, no, I'm not gonna give it out because I want people to watch the Odd Checker show. But I'm betting Live every fucking week. Like I don't give a fuck. How much of a shame is it that Abe answers like 12 to 1? That was the easiest bet ever. But I can't.
Yeah, I mean it's in Mexico. He just won.
Who is your card?
Live. It's Tommy Pete's every week for the next 10 weeks, no matter where the course is. It's Tommy Pete's, and that is not a hot take. You can agree with me. Carlos Ortiz 33 to 1.
I'm on him too.
Chucky H 50 to 1. Brendan Steele 66 to 1. That's crazy. Brendan Steele 66 to 1. Danny Lee 100 to 1, and Cam Tringali, the artist, 170 to 1.
Danny Lee, like that is such a good bet. I talked about it, so you should watch that video. I kind of know DP World Tour. I do not know a single person on this most tip chart. Gondas, Nape, Shawarma, Wang, Shaper, Shamuga, Titan. I don't know a single person.
I bet Wang.
You bet Wang?
Well, yeah, well, this tournament is the first time it's been here in like 5 years.
Can someone be 22 to 1 and I've never heard of them before?
Because a lot of guys aren't playing. Bob Mack's playing because he's kind of paying homage to what's his name, who won here in 19, who is another Scot, and he's like, yeah, this course sets up well for me. I'm gonna play here too. No one's really playing. It's the Indian Open. It was kind of dominated by Indian players. Like Vaughn won here. Vaughn has won at this track. And everyone knows in rainy Diffie C's.
Wow. Bond really won here?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. So basically, like strokes gain rain.
Yeah. Strokes gain
If people
rain.
don't know, Bond second place at the Players, and then me and Matt were at the Wells Fargo, and it was like rainy all week, and like Bond was like top 5, and we're like, yo, like you just play Bond in the rain.
Yeah.
If there's any forecast in the live, he's on live, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he's in the field, but he's definitely on live.
Yo, are you serious? No, I'm not. I'm not even kidding because I was looking at the odds. Like he wasn't up.
I mean, he's definitely like on live. Like, is he not?
Bro.
I feel like he is on live.
He's 1,000% on live, and he's not in the field.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even think about that until now.
What the fuck?
Well, it's not going to rain anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay, sorry. No, I'm tweeting that out because I'm confused and I want answers.
All right.
And he's not playing in the Indian Open,
which he can't. I don't think. Maybe he could.
No, he can. You can play on the DP World Tour if you're in live.
That's right. Yeah, he's not playing.
Okay, so that was Tap and Birdie. That was the Honda Classic. Jers will be out there. Hopefully, he doesn't have a gut wrenching loss on a guy that was like minus 500. What was it? The lowest odds he was?
Like I think he was minus like 300 going into Sunday, or like 260.
That's not that bad. Yeah, that was a bad beat. I vividly remember thinking that like Daniel Berger was like a bad pick. He was like a little bit injured, right?
Yeah, he was kind of a little bit injured, kind of went under the radar, 18-1.
Good iron player.
Yeah, good iron player. Strokes gain Jupe life.
Strokes gain Jupe life. Hopefully we see him soon. So we'll be back for API next week. Andy's coming on. People are hyped. People have been hitting my DMs. So huge week coming up for the API. Huge week coming up for the Honda. First round leader card will be out soon. Outright card will be out soon. I gotta, make some decisions. Gotta run some numbers. But it was a pleasure chatting with you, Matt. And I hope we hit a winner this week.
Hope we hit a winner. Aaron Wright, let's go.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm telling. All right, we'll see you next week. Have a good night.